Within the room now, you can see that a staircase has formed as the cobblestone walls have pushed themselves towards the inside of the room, forming a staircase upwards. As your eyes follow the staircase towards the top, you now see there's this hole at the top of the tower that wasn't there before, and from it you can see a faint light glowing above. Just from where you're standing, it doesn't look like anyone would fit through it.
What?
Send my raven.
Your raven.
She claimed it, yeah.
No, I have a raven.
Oh,
As the raven with the red left wing flies up towards the hole, you notice it just starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller as it's going through the hole itself.
Oh, it's just really high up.
Let's book it.
And thus the four of you start moving up the stairs. And as you are just running around the tower, you can just see it feels like you're running up very, very high. And you suddenly find yourself in a new room.
By the way, I've had this raven since we got to this tower. It was a raven that was sent before me to contact Bashir, and the reason I was sent is because the raven never made contact, or never came back, rather.
And you clearly forgot because you were here when you saw the raven.
Mm-hmm.
But
I remember now.
You now find yourself entering a new room. Its walls look like they're made of gold, and within the room itself, there seems to be this large basin into the center of the room with 4 large doors along the circular wall. On the top of the room itself, there seems to be a mural just spread out across the large circular dome of the ceiling itself, and it depicts images of people, you see a wizard, just people you would describe as druids and sorcerers, and just adventurers going out. It's like their adventures themselves were inscribed upon the ceiling of this wall. There's a particular part that looks like it's just completely coated in black, like maybe it was torn away or repainted a new color, and it's just missing now.
Yeah.
And you can now... Everyone go ahead and make a perception. There is something that can be overlooked.
13. I am rolling shitty night.
14.
If I rolled like this during the tournament, I'd been fucked.
12.
So that's part of the fuck me.
I'm still doing better than I did
during
the last Cthulhu game I was in, where I got
myself
killed 5
2 more
minutes
times
in.
with
I guess I didn't roll well.
I rolled decent, considering I only have a 3 in perception. I got an 18.
Skull is the one that notices it.
Bam!
On the floor, by this, you notice it's like there at one point there's this black circle on the floor, and it's like the darkness radiates from within the circle itself. It's clean, polished, and whatnot, but there's the black rim and a blast away from it. But near that, you see this small little piece of metal that looks like it's warped in the shape of an eye. It's very thin, very flat, and it's lying on the ground. And as you were walking through the room, you can see that within the basin itself, there seems to be this smoky blue mist just swirling around in it.
Ooh, mysterious.
I approach the list.
I use detect magic.
Skull. Taurus, as you're looking in the basin itself and you just peer over the edge, you can suddenly see the floor plans of the tower itself. You see the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, and this floor with the pedestal, which now is labeled the 4th floor.
Is there any other...
Yeah, on each floor you can see there's a word written in each room. This one says bedroom, this one says study, this one says workshop. Each room is labeled, except for the rooms on the 3rd floor. There are no labels on any of those rooms. Skull, your detect magic. From the basin, it is radiating a purple glow, conjuration. But from the eye, piece of metal laying on the ground, it is radiating a yellow aura.
Just what?
Divination.
Oh.
Divination?
You're all in this new room.
Are those the only two things I'm picking up magically?
Yes, these doors, if there's anything magical behind them, it's like blocking it off.
Okay.
That's where I get.
Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, Monday. The group might be in peril.
Probably.
Don't put this on me.
So we all died because our healer wasn't there to
At
help.
least we don't have to worry about rat monsters while
I
we're
hardly ever
gone.
use my healing spells anyway, so. I wasn't thinking of the rat monster.
Well,
Elemental loss of Monday.
What?
I thought elemental our loss of our healer.
I was
sorry,
never much of a healer in the first place. I was normally casting my attack spells.
What time is it?
it is almost 12.
You have to leave then?
No. Labor Day.
Oh yeah, I forgot to.
We can stop now if you guys want to, or we can keep going.
I'll go for a little while longer. We've been trying to figure out this puzzle for like 2 months.
But yes, you finally made it to a new room.
Didn't all help you eat them? I look around. I start wandering around. I push on doors and shit.
The doors don't budge an inch.
I figured.
Now that you're walking around, you can see the small piece of metal that Skull saw earlier on the ground.
You touch it.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Okay. You're now holding this small piece of metal.
What the fuck is this, guys?
How big is the basin I was looking into?
It is rather large. Like all of you could fit inside of it if you chose to.
Okay.
If you really wanted to climb inside of it.
Let's make it into a hot tub.
Hell yeah.
You see that out all the floor plans of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I guess I'll.
I mean, it's odd that it says there's 4 floors, and the one with the pedestal is labeled as the 4th. But whatever.
I thought that was the third.
It was the 3rd.
So why is it labeled the fourth?
I'm just curious.
So we're on the 3rd floor?
I think we're on the first floor actually. Weird how that happened.
Room.
I'm in my bedroom right now. It's all a dream.
We had to go really far somewhere to get here though, so like, where's 4-3?
Should we go back down?
One thing that didn't want to fucking happen happened.
Trying to figure out the puzzle.
You fucking ruined it, Finrez!
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I ruined either.
Doesn't matter, whatever.
What? We can't fix it unless you help us.
What was the aura, Skull?
Oh, divination? Yeah, no, that's why I wanted him to pick it up. Did I do the thing where I accidentally, like, thwarted your plans without, like, realizing I thwarted your plans?
Oh, there's a phase 2 of this stuff.
Oh.
Did I ruin some magic on this shit?
Well, it was divination, and you're protected against divination. That's why I wanted you to be the one who picked it up.
Yeah.
Nope.
I picked all the random shit
It's
up.
happening early now. Me.
Oh, did I fuck
We've
up?
summoned the monster. This is the end game, guys. We're all dead.
Oops.
The Tarrasque suddenly descends on us.
Ah! A whiff.
Can you all make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I'm pretty sure my insides are
Oh, a decent roll. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
Are you gonna live there, Jill?
It hurts. I'm in the pain stage of food.
Why'd you eat so much?
Dumb. It's so good. What am I rolling?
Dexterity saving throw.
13.
17.
Rhetorius, you manage to dodge out of the way in time as you see, like, black sludge seeping off the ceiling from that spot. Some of it falls onto both Finrez and Skull.
Did it not have magical aura?
I don't think it's magic, because it's acid.
Oh, it's just an acid? Oh, I thought it
Well,
was a
there's
magic
more to it than
creature.
that, but you both do take fucking acid damage.
Fucking acid damage.
Oh no, we're getting fucked by that acid damage.
2 points of acid damage as some of this goo starts falling on you. And now you can just see it start sliming down.
Was I healed from the damage I took in the dream world?
Or did I wake up with that damage
You
still?
woke up with that damage.
Motherfuck. Okay.
And now before
Cool.
you is this big
Big sealer.
gelatinous blob-like thing
What color is it?
squirming about.
All black?
Just said black, and you're like, what color is it?
I was wondering
Hellish
if it had-
rebuke!
I was wondering if it had any other colors in it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do your...
It hurt me. I'm doing hellish rebuke. Fuck this thing. It's got to make a dexterity saving throw itself.
I mean, I was trying slime strong suit.
I would hope not. Watch him roll a fucking nat 20 on this shit.
Literally, it was actually just flubber.
So, yes, Finrose, your hellish rebuke.
$17 damage is what I would normally take.
As you point your finger and fire spews forth and covers the creature entirely, it squirms and seems to just... The fire just eats away at it.
As fire does.
It looks a little smaller than it did before, and now we enter initiative.
Would I be able to use my riposte on it?
What?
Riposte on that scimitar.
Well, you successfully jumped out of the way.
English.
Nailed it. 22.
18.
13.
Fenris, you go first. This creature has just fallen off the ceiling. Bits of it had dripped off onto you.
I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike. Move back away from it.
Okay.
And then fire an arrow at it.
Alright. Ooh!
I'm gonna give myself advantage on this. Because that was not a good roll. There we go. 25 to hit.
Okay, yes, you fire a piercing arrow into the sludge, and it definitely impacts it.
So the arrow itself would do 9 damage. And then Zephyr Strike deals an extra 4 in force damage. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
As your arrow seemingly successfully punctures this thing, you see it just dissolve.
boom.
The arrow is destroyed.
Oh, my arrow. Damn.
Skull, it's your turn.
Skull holds his action, mainly due to the fact that he doesn't really have anything. Oh, I guess I could use the doodad. Couldn't die. I'm gonna fire a magic missile at it.
Okay.
Magic missile is what?
It has a total of 7 charges.
I'm gonna use one.
You don't even have to roll magic missile, just hits. Oh, you do have to roll the damage. So. Sorry.
I'm just using one.
So,
You use it, you hit 3 times.
With one missile?
3 different missiles, each a d4 plus 1.
For first level?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You wrecked Fenrir's shit in with this thing.
You did.
That's 5.
So on the first one you rolled a 2, correct? So that's 3 points.
I just re-rolled 3 because I didn't know. 6.
8 plus 3.
What's your total?
11.
8 total.
11 total.
As you flick the wand and 3 lights streak out from the missile and strike against this black sludge of a creature. It jiggles a bit, but it's still there. Taurus, it's on to you.
Put that over here, people have attacks. I will use a bonus action to summon my Shackle Blade.
Within your hand there is now the shadowy scimitar.
And I will... How far away am I from?
You can use your normal movement to get up close to it.
This round I'll throw the weapon at it, because that's another thing you can do. You can just throw it.
Okay.
That'd be like normal. I actually want them for range.
There'd be a range if you're throwing it.
Yeah. So is that still just proficiency plus dex?
Yeah.
Are you proficient in throwing this weapon?
I'm proficient with the scimitar, but I don't know if that counts for throwing.
Scimitars have. They're not really meant to be thrown, but apparently the spell says it can be thrown.
Yeah. It has a thrown tag.
It's like a spinning blade?
It's like a little. I think it's like. Or yeah, I think it was described as a scimitar. Or is that flame?
Does just the spell itself get thrown, or does the weapon get physically thrown?
It's. I mean, it's a illusion technically. But yeah, you throw it and then you can resummon it to you.
This versus at the end of the turn. Okay. Yeah, it says you're proficient with it, so yeah, go ahead and add your proficiency.
Cool. So, time to miss. Nope, that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, you throw this shadowy blade at it, and it definitely lands into the thing.
So that does 2d8 damage, I believe.
Kind of damage.
Psychic. That's a 9 damage. A whole 9 damage.
As the blade strikes into the creature, more of it gets tossed aside, and now it is its turn. You had to be within 20 feet to proficiently throw that.
That's fair.
So it's going to go towards the closest target, which is you.
And they have about 20 movement, don't they?
Sounds like you know exactly what it is.
I don't know exactly what it is, but I know slime creatures have less than average movement.
Well, if it's on the ceiling, it just has to drop, so it doesn't matter what its movement is.
True. I'm guessing a black ooze, but I don't know. I believe they're acidic.
As the creature moves up towards you and just begins to wrap its body around you with a 19 to hit.
Fuck. even blitzing when it's saving there. And I'm not blitzing, so my armor class is only 15.
It deals 9 points of bludgeoning damage plus 16 points of acid damage.
Bye, everybody.
Your armor is now at -1
So
as it begins to corrode.
So it doesn't contribute as much? Or you mean like...
Was your armor normally a 12 plus dex? Is that what it was?
Yes.
If you get hit by this creature again, the armor is destroyed if it drops to 10.
So now it's doing 11 armor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So...
How are you doing?
I'm down.
Oh, you're knocked out.
Yeah, 20... what was that, 24 points of damage?
Something like that.
Or no, it's 9 plus 14. 9 plus 16. 25 points damage. So, yeah. I'm down. And not a clown.
That brings us to Fenris. Suddenly, well, actually, Mundy is technically there. Put him on the initiative so we can help. Mundy runs up with his war. Well, you're down now, so I don't think he's used any of his spells, so he would use a cantrip, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, he'll run up, give you a cure wounds for 5 points, and now we're at the top of the initiative with Fenris. Retoris and Mundy are both on top of this creature. Retoris got knocked out for a second there before Mundy came up and saved him.
Shit. I don't know that there's a whole lot I can do.
I mean, you use one of the arrows that you have like 30 of.
Yeah, but it just disintegrated in it.
Did it do damage? And then decided.
It's when you struck it with the arrow, some of the ooze fell off. Yeah.
Arrows aren't going to do a whole lot. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll shoot another one at it.
Okay.
I'll cast Hunter's Mark first, though.
You have both spells active at the same time?
No, they're both concentration. So I'll have to... I'll just have to have Hunter's Mark on.
Okay.
So it's that first strike won't help me anymore. But really the only other effect it would have given me is I wouldn't be able to do... I wouldn't provoke opportunity attacks. Everything else I already used from it, so it's fine. 20 to hit.
As you fire another arrow, it pierces into the creature.
4. 10. 10 damage.
Is your total?
Yep.
As you deal another blow to the creature, more of it flies off and another arrow is disintegrated. Skull, it is your turn.
I'm gonna shoot my magic missiles at it again.
Okay. Using another single charge.
No, I'm gonna use 2 this time.
Okay, you get to 4 missiles. Shoot towards it.
Whew. 8, 9. Woo! 13
Plus
plus 1
4.
plus 4?
Great.
One per missile.
Oh!
17.
Total 17? I wonder why Skull, the melee character, isn't going in melee combat.
Skull knows.
It's almost like
Maybe he
Jill,
doesn't
the character, knows what they're
Listen,
fighting.
those things live in the swamp, and he's from the swamp.
Oh,
Fuck you.
It's almost like he doesn't want his door to get...
No, the only reason I'm willing to give him a pass on this is because that thing's from the swamp. And I was going to say he just knows not to go near it.
Taurus, it is your turn.
Get out of there!
I cry.
The creature is still alive.
You sulk.
Is it still
Swimming
alive?
about.
Oh my god. I don't know how to kill it. Like, as far as I know, it's like, just, like, I was going to go, he knows not to go near it. And I know it's an acid type. That's my knowledge.
If you move it, would most likely have an opportunity attack. Because I imagine they have that. Because just about everything does.
Do you want it to swarm you again?
Well, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to cast Thunder Wave. Do I have Thunder Wave on this character? Let me check before I say that.
No.
Fuck. But I know I do.
You do?
Yeah, I have Thunder Wave. I thought I did. I mean, I really like that spell. But I have a shitty chromatic orb I have to spend a bunch of money to fix. Thunder Wave, because of my own fault, not anyone else's. So, basically, I caught myself a 15-foot cube. I'm going to have it blow away from everyone.
Okay. It has to make a saving throw, correct?
Yeah, that is a Constitution saving throw.
Your DC is still 12, correct?
Yep.
Okay. What's the damage?
Oh, I thought it was 11 now.
Yeah, and I
Well,
need more intelligence.
yeah, he's got not very good intelligence.
I ain't too smart. I mean, smart, but I ain't smart as Skullboy over there. That's actually I didn't stand, so 16 or 8 if he saved.
So as you perform the Thunder Wave, ideally if you clap your hands or however you want to use it, the thunder damage, correct?
Yep.
Radiates across the creature. It is not pushed away.
Son of a bitch.
And it's still there. It's ever smaller now.
Were my attacks making it smaller?
Yeah, it was getting smaller and smaller.
Okay.
It's still there.
I don't know how
And now it's its
I'm
turn.
gonna be honest.
I'm going to. I'm just going to go ahead and try and move away from it 30 feet.
Okay. Opportunity of attack.
Yep.
As the sludge attempts to swallow you again as you run away, you are able to escape it.
Woo! How's that?
Now it is its turn, and Mundy is now the closest target.
Yeah, fuck Mundy.
Without Mundy, Retours would probably be dead.
Yep.
Sorry, Adam, we killed your character.
Yeah, because if you would attack me, I would have automatically failed to do that saving throw, right?
Should've
The
tripped
attack
him while
gives
he
you an
moved
automatic 1.
Right, if I roll 1, that's... Okay.
Then you would have made a saving throw on your turn if you failed that. Would have put you at 2 or dead, depending on what you rolled.
Yep.
Look at your little stripies. They're so cute.
You see the now considerably smaller pile just swarm itself over Mundi, covering him completely.
It's not a small pile. Mundi's not a small guy.
Smaller than it was before. I said considerably smaller.
It's very thinly stretched.
And based on what I know about his character, it looks like he is barely holding on with his life. It's Mundi's turn. He's at 3 hit points.
Is he gonna heal himself? I would suggest that.
Get out of there!
So he should have second level spells. He's going to heal himself. Second level spell, which I think. With his new hit points, he now tries to run away and also avoids the attack of opportunity. Yay! Fenriz, top of the order. This thing is still there. Taurus and Mundi are hurt. Both are bloodied. Both look like they have corroded armor.
Oh, is Mundi himself corroded? Stone Boy?
No. But his scale mail is. Won't that be great when he comes back and finds out his armor's a bit weaker?
I'm gonna move
mad.
back towards the exit. Yell at everyone that we need to fucking leave. And fire another arrow.
Motherfucker, you can't do flame arrows or some shit?
Nah. And I missed.
Did you?
9.
You hit.
Bullshit.
They have most slimes have incredibly shitty armor class.
It's because
Whoa.
they're slimes.
Yeah.
Another 10. Because I keep rolling shit on damage.
As another arrow pierces into it and dissolves, the creature is still there, ever smaller now. Skull, what is your turn?
Do I have any more charges?
You have 4 more on the wand.
I'm going to use 2 more, and I'm going to move away further.
You roll it down for you?
Yes, please.
4 bolts of light streak from the wand again.
That's
Those you rolled shit, then I'm going to re-roll it.
7. Come on.
That's trash then.
7. 11 plus 4, 15.
It's alright, you get it past this time.
As the 4 things strike into it again, it seems like there's still this small amount just sloshing around. Taurus, it is your turn.
I moved further away, so I'm not next on the list.
I'm just gonna hit it with magic missile also.
Okay.
Fuck this thing, I ain't getting close to it again.
Yeah, wouldn't advise it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be level 1, so it's just gonna be 3 bolts. And that is 7, 9, 12 damage.
These motherfuckers are hardy.
As your 3 bolts puncture into the creature, it just bursts whatever was left of it.
Thank God.
What?
And none of it seems to be moving now.
Mindy.
Maybe. No.
Mundi, do Mundi.
Mundi, heal it. Oh my god, it's dying.
Okay.
I was gonna say Monday.
I like
Monday,
the
mend
rest.
me.
I light the rest
I see.
on fire.
I see if you can mend the armor once it's been corroded. Probably not.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You gotta get that shit fixed.
Luckily, we have a blacksmith friend in town.
Would
I find it funny that Skull, Taurus, both carrying slashing weapons, and you even have a lightning spell. It has a split ability, Ben. I wanted there to be more. If you hit the thing with slashing or lightning, it splits into multiple.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I've never really faced the slime. I just knew the black slime
It's
show up
a
in the
black
swamp.
pudding.
Pudding. Oh,
pudding.
Jesus.
Okay. So in my defense, I saw it dissolve the arrows. I was like, okay, I'm not going to hit it with my weapon.
I just knew it's slimy. You can't really hit slime.
Yeah, if you had hit it with a melee weapon, it would have done corrosive damage to the weapon.
I didn't know lightning damage split him.
I thought about slapping it with my thing, but then I
Says-
realized after it corroded shit, I was like, I don't need to hit that with my shit.
When a pudding that is medium or large is subjected to lightning or slashing damage, it splits into 2 new puddles. If it has at least 10 hit points, each new puddle has the hit points equal to half of the original pudding, rounded down.
Ew.
It could have been more, and I could have hit more of you at once.
I just think you could throw a gelatinous cube at us later.
Shut up.
Go for it yourself.
Gelatinous cubes are fucking nasty, man.
They are.
There's a gelatinous
cubes
cube in
are
front of you.
easier to kill.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but they're really useful for cleaning dungeons, you know.
yeah. Well, I'm saying it depends on really how you use them. Because I used it and nearly killed my party with one because I had no way to get away from it, and it had slow movement. But
You know what would have given you a hint about this creature?
the color.
Thing he's fucking holding.
Oh,
I should have just thrown it in it. But like, fucking dissolve this.
No, it's magical, so it wouldn't have done anything. Probably, hopefully, maybe.
That would have been horrible.
Yeah, I know. I'll fuck all your shit up.
And next, we will be fighting a rust monster,
No!
and then the rust monster queen.
No! Rust Dragon.
I don't know if there's rust dragon. It probably is a homebrew, but
No, there's Rust Dragons.
okay.
So the creature
There's
is
version
vanquished.
3.5.
Yours and Mundy's armor is damaged.
Yeah. So I'm back at armor class 14 base, and I cry. My face is just always wet with tears.
We wouldn't know. We can't see it.
Yeah. Actually, these are really bad dehydration problems, but nobody knows.
So yes, the sludge on the wall is defeated. The room falls quiet until Skull starts burning it.
Listen, making sure it's dead.
I don't know.
I don't know if this motherfucker can
Do we
come
have
back.
windows
I don't
up
know
here?
that shit.
There are no windows up here.
Where's that smoke go?
Not my problem.
It's kind of all of our problem.
I do a
Torch. Toast.
perception
Am I
check
getting
on the
high
ceiling.
as fuck? Am I getting high as fuck off of black pudding?
That's not
Con saving
good.
throw.
That's an 8.
Or am I getting cancer? Either one. I just want to know.
Con saving throw.
Oh, toss it for me, bruh.
Hope you're ready to die. I rolled a 7. What's your con save?
1.
8.
Thought barbarians were proficient with con saves.
Oh shit, I am. 4, I think, is the proficiency. Or 3.
Could be
3
3,
or
yeah.
4.
Especially
Well-
2 at this level.
4.
Nothing immediately is happening.
Oh yeah, I do have a decent con. I forgot. It's my wisdom and charisma that's absolute garbage. Followed by my dex.
Don't worry, I get a negative 1 to charisma.
So yeah, Retor's Skull's filling the ceiling with smoke.
Oh, yeah, that would
I moved
No,
down to
definitely
the
more
4th
safe.
floor.
Down.
You go down the stairs and you once again find yourself in the room where the pedestal is. But this time there is now this glass orb sitting on top of it.
You've seen these guys over before.
Oh, he hasn't.
He hasn't? Oh, that isn't
This
his
wasn't
one.
there before.
Is this the place deep in the woods that we were supposed to find?
I doubt it.
No. You talking about the orb that the foxes want us to get?
Yeah.
No, different place.
Okay. There's
But
a
this
lot of
seems-
orbs in your game,
This
man.
seems similar to.
I think I only have 2. Well, you keep asking about the crystal balls, so that's not me.
I did look at a couple climate orbs too.
Because I got a
And
knob.
those are a common item. So,
This is similar to what was in the tower in the shadow place, though.
So I got the knob, but that isn't really an orb, is it?
But I think that was a case and not an orb. If I remember right. It's been a minute.
Retorus, now that things have calmed down, you notice that you can feel a stronger sense of magic within the knob itself.
I have it in my hand again.
Where'd the raven
I
go?
examine it.
The raven's in the room. It's on the
Choking
base.
on the
It's
Chilling
fine.
out.
Yeah,
Choking
it's
on the
fine.
smoke. Dead.
But he talks.
Dead, choking on the smoke.
I know his raven talks.
My raven talks.
You can't.
You
All
made it
ravens
talk.
can talk. Never mind.
I was like, I don't know if there's something, but he talked last time you made him, so.
So I advise you to examine my knob, see if there's any real new developments.
Once upon a time, you suspected it could perform the knock spell. You now feel as if that's been unlocked within the item itself.
Very nice.
What was my item?
You had a letter and a little pinnacle with a rat's head in the center. In the rat head, you found a white seed.
A rat head?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like our boy wanted to start a cult.
I opened my journal and I want to write in it.
Yeah, are you a
Journal complains about how smelly I was.
It says, "Hi, Fenris," before you write anything down.
I missed you.
Hi.
It's been too long.
How are you doing?
Better now that I'm with you.
We managed to unlock the tower puzzle.
That's great.
Just fart. Fart where?
I don't know what to do next.
It writes down, "There's something hidden within my pages that mention symbols of powers, and those should open the doors."
Cheating, and I can't read this.
Can you read it?
Have you taught Rotorus enough to read it if I show him what it is?
Why don't you just ask it?
Are you trying to get it to read? Like what? What's going on?
It said there were symbols of powers in his pages. I want to know.
It said that hidden within its pages are mentions of symbols of powers. Using those will unlock the doors.
I say I can use comprehend language as a ritual anyway.
Didn't you just ask the book to translate it for you?
Well, that would be too simple.
Whatever. You do, you guys. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know his language. I don't know what language you're learning. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, if I finish
I'm
one,
gonna sit here and have 18 intelligence, twiddling my fucking thumbs. You're not actually supposed to let me do that.
I go and look at the basin and kind of see what the ravens are doing. Is it chilling?
It's just chilling on the basin, calls every now and then.
I have my raven set on the other side of the basin. No reason, just to mess with the really.
Okay. There are 2 ravens in this room now.
Anyway, so there's the basin, the thing that he picked up.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't even know what it is. And wasn't there a third thing?
There's the doors, which won't open.
Right.
And there's just the mural on the ceiling. There was this circle that was clean in the center, but it had like some sort of glass radius around it. And there's this dead sludge.
Smoldering dead sage.
Smoldering dead sludge.
I examined the circle on the floor.
Okay. Go ahead and make
Investigation?
yeah.
Oh, there's a good roll. That's a 21.
So you're imagining a scenario where someone was standing in the center of the circle, perhaps created a shield of sorts somehow, maybe a dome-like structure, and then perhaps was attacked by something, causing the blast radius around it.
Oh, directly up from where I'm standing. Anything noticeable?
Smoke.
There's probably a lot of that in here.
I'm not sorry.
I asked you if you figured out anything about the thing you picked up.
Fenris, he's talking to you.
I'm sorry, what?
I asked you if you figured out anything about the thing you picked up.
No, I was about to ask the journal what it was.
Identify!
Here, I'll hand it to
You have to touch it to identify it. For the spell.
I'm gonna poke it.
Did you guys follow me back downstairs? Because I'm not in
Fenris,
that room.
Skull is requesting to identify the item. Do you hand it to him?
Sure, I'll toss it over.
No. Shit. What part of I'm gonna poke it? And no, you're gonna make me hold it now.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
So, are you holding it now, Skull? Are you holding it now?
Yeah, I guess so.
As you hold it, you notice that the world around you becomes like a black and white TV show. You're still in the same room, but all the colors gone. The Taurus and Fenris are gone, and you find yourself alone. Upon yourself, you're still as very colorful as you've always been, but the world around you is shades of gray. Off in the distance, in the direction of the stairs, you can hear footsteps and what sounds like an old man talking to someone as he's ascending the stairs. On your ed's perception, per side of viewing things, you see Skull. He's now holding this thing in his hand, and he's just like staring at it intensely, presumably identifying it. Skull. Suddenly, you see an old man with a very, very long beard walking up the steps. He's talking to this Needleblight, a familiar-looking Needleblight. It looks like Looker, but there is no hole in his chest. His bark-like skin is all the same shade of color, and he's yammering off to him, talking about something about flour, recent invention ideas, and just the rambling thoughts are. He's just speaking aloud directly to this blight, and as he's walking through the room, he pays. It's like he pays no mind to you at all, like you're not even there.
I'm gonna reach out.
Now, as you reach out, your hand kind of just goes through him, but it's like he continues without interruption at all. And you notice around the blight's neck is some sort of necklace bearing the symbol that you just picked up. And suddenly, Looker stops, stares off into the distance, and speaks a word. Speaks a few words, actually. That being, danger. After that, the old man, the wizard-looking fellow, stops and looks towards him. When? Now. Here, the blight responds. And within seconds, it's like this old wizard takes up defenses. He pulls something out of his pocket, and in his hand it looks like he's holding some sort of pocket watch. In the other hand, he also grabs out some sort of small little pellet-sized ball, and flips open the pocket watch, speaks aloud 2 words in a booming voice. Gate! Open! And just in mere seconds after saying that, suddenly the room fills with smoke. On your 2 end, Skull's been staring at this object for several minutes now. He has not moved an inch. Do you do anything?
I approach him and look at his gaze. Is it flinching at all?
No. He's completely motionless. Like he's in a trance.
Did you figure anything out?
There's no response from Skull.
I walk up and poke him.
You poke him, your finger sinks into his skin a little bit, but there's no response from Skull.
Did I feel it though?
No.
I'll do the old waving my hand in front of their eyes thing.
You're getting no response from his body at all.
Alright, I'll put my hand on my shoulder and kind of shake him a little bit.
As you put your hand on his shoulder, Rhetoric, you find yourself in this black and white environment.
Shit.
Appearing in the same spot Skull was when he appeared here. Suddenly the room is... But you can't see anything at the moment, as the room is filled with smoke. And as the smoke clears away, you first hear this like crashing sound of something slamming on the ground. And as the smoke clears, you can see this old wizard man and a familiar-looking Needleblight standing next to him within this dome-like magical force field structure. Also within the room, there's now another wizarding-looking fellow, an elven man. You can't really tell the color of his skin or any other features, but he seems to be in a menacing stance, staring towards the other 2 within the force field, and you can also see Skull there. He and yourself are brightly, you're colorful. You are not like the environment you are in. and these two are facing each other. Within the wizard's hand, you can see a pocket watch, a familiar-looking pocket watch that you saw Skull pocket a long time ago. And from these people, you can hear them begin to speak. First, the elven man. You have something I want. And the wizard replies back, Ahra, you've returned. You will not be getting what you seek this day. These two begin exchanging conversation, and as the wizard seems to ignore him as the elven man begins to pour something out of a vial, and this black puddle begins to sludge out and grow bigger and bigger. It looks exactly like the thing you just killed. And as it's growing larger and larger, the wizard human that you see within the field is speaking directly to the blue blight with his finger on his forehead, saying, Looker, I need you to find my book. I bless upon you the language of dragons. You need to read the message within. Looker, as this ritual he's performing comes to an end, Looker bobs his head and nods in agreement. As the sludge begins slamming its body against the force field, starting to leave cracks in it. Notice at this time, they're both in a trance.
Both of them.
They're not responding. But yes, the black sludge is slamming into the force field. Meanwhile, this elven sorcerer-looking fellow keeps demanding...
I grab the eye out of my hand.
He's demanding the book, specifically requesting it, and the wizard is, in response, saying, You will not find it here. But at this moment, make a strength check to try and rip it out of their hands.
My
12.
It's not high enough to pull it out of Skull's hands. So continue for a bit more. Then suddenly, the human wizard looks towards the blight, and with as he lays his hand on his shoulder, Looker just fades away and disappears from the scene. And as this happens, the black pudding you just fought just slammed its way and officially breaks the barrier that was holding it back. And the wizard speaks out, It's too late, Ara. We're going back there now. As he holds up the watch. And the two of them begin to just fade away. And as this deep mist, familiar feeling mist rolls in, and the two just vanish into nothingness. The black sludge is still there. It just starts worming its way
Doing sludge stuff.
through the environment. Its target is gone. Fenris, it's been a few minutes. You tried to yank it out and nothing happened.
I'll try again.
Alright, make a new check.
Even worse.
So, Skull, or Taurus, the two of you are now alone in this environment. It's the same room, but the color is gone, and now everything you saw before you is gone.
I'm gonna investigate everything.
Okay. At one point, you try going down the stairs, and it's not there. Make an Arcana.
16. Think. Yeah.
You think the eye, which was once on Looker and fell off during the scuffle, somehow recorded a memory. But anything beyond this room is not part of the memory, which is why you could never leave this room. Taurus, how are you reacting to the situation? The two of you seem trapped in this room.
The only thing that's moving around is just Skull and the ooze, which we can't interact with in any way, right?
Seems that way. Anytime you try to touch it, your hand just kind of fades through it.
I guess I'll kind of circle around the area, see if there is anything else. Anything else on the floor?
You search for what seems like hours and seem to find nothing. Finriz, you can make a new check. You have yet to be able to pull it out of their hands.
Even worse. I asked Mundi for help.
The two of you end up spending what feels like days just trying to find a way out of them. Do you do anything to cope with your situation?
Patty cake. Like patty cake, yeah.
Think of new design.
Skull thinks of new designs. Taurus, do you do anything while Skull just starts madly scribbling away in a corner?
This cat is in my hair.
Anything I really do with the stuff I have? Guess I'll try casting a spell on this place and see what happens.
Okay.
I'll just cast lightning lure just at the floor, add that ooze or something.
The spell goes off successfully, but it doesn't latch on to anything.
Alright, kind of figured.
Finriz, back to you. At this point, you are noticing that both Skull and Retoris, their hair, their fingernails are growing.
I mean, I'm trying to get the fucking eye out of his hand. I asked Mundi for help.
Okay, Mundi will attempt to help you. You have advantage on the check.
14.
Skull, what is your strength again?
Is it 18?
It's an 18.
So that would be just enough technically. You are able to rip it out of their hands. Skull, Retoris, you suddenly find yourself back in the golden color
I immediately
room.
punch Fenris in the face as hard as I can.
Before you can do that, the two of you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
Goodness.
Probably gonna be hungry,
Oh,
boys.
boy. Ooh,
Oh,
that's 7.
6.
As you go for that punch, the two of you just suddenly trip over yourselves. You feel as if you've aged a year. And you notice your hair is longer, your fingernails, your toenails are longer.
Body art.
Your body may have grown a little taller or wider, depending on how you think your character might have
I'm an
grown
adult.
within a year's time.
Ah, I'm a grown boy. Yeah, but no, I go for another swing.
Okay, this time your body's more adjusted towards the sudden change.
So do you want to say that our age is a year?
You went up a year in age.
Right. I'm not 20.
You do. Wait, no, I'm 19. Book. So, got a dirty 20.
I think that hits you, Finnies.
I'm a punching. 3 plus 4, 7.
Passes out.
Skull, during this time you made a year's worth of blueprints.
I'm okay with that.
During the time, did you decide to do anything, Retoris?
I was going to try and work on...
Practice your draconic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, is try to practice my drowning during that time. It's hard to do without new source material, I imagine I could figure... I get a little bit of progress, I would think.
Well, not only that, is that we're in the same space that we were before, aren't we?
I'll say within the year's time, just trying to go based on what you remembered, you were able to... It took you a year. Using your alphabet trick, you somehow managed to pass in being able to read and write Draconic, but you have no idea how to pronounce it.
Yeah, you can't speak it.
Works for me.
Fenris, you've just been punched in the face.
I hope it hurt.
You alright?
Yeah.
Draconic, not spoken.
I'm getting tired.
You can call it here.
It's up to you guys.
It's kind of up to you.
This is when I'm normally at work, so... Granted, I'm on hour 20... Yeah, I'm almost hour 28 without sleep, but... Shall we continue, or shall we push the save button?
You can take a break if you don't want to stop necessarily.
Look at him.
And And thus ends this episode.
Thoughts on what's been going on so far?
Well, we solved the entrance puzzle. Now to solve the 20 next puzzles of increasing difficulty.
It's more of a fetch quest now. You gotta go find the words of power.
Do we also need Dragon
Sure
Souls?
thing, Dovahkiin.
I don't know what that is.
Skyrim?
I didn't really play Skyrim. Played.
You have to find the words of power.
Yeah, just find the words power and activate them with dragon and spirits, souls, whatever.
Oh shit.
Oops.
I mean, to be fair, words of power, that's been a
Yeah.
fantasy trope for years.
Oh,
Before
sure.
Skyrim. I mean, hell, whenever I was trying to come up with some
Oh,
flavor.
hey, you learned Draconic.
Yeah?
Did we ever put together that the words on my watch was Draconic?
I don't know.
It's the same language that's in the book, so
Which
yeah, it would be.
we would have known that. So hey,
I think in the course of a year, we would have probably gone through everything in inventory multiple times.
probably. You read this. Hey, this looks like the language I'm trying to learn this entire year.
Yeah, in fact, with that being the case, let's go ahead and pull that up. So yes, in fact, on the watch, you can read the language now. The first word is time, the second word is path, and the third word is gate.
Write that down.
Half time gate.
Now that you know the words, you can attune to the object.
I too.
Didn't my Nav have a couple words on it?
Yeah, the word knock.
No. Okay. Simple enough. I won't forget that one. What the hell are you doing?
Skull, now that you're attuned to the pocket watch, you...
Gate open!
Oh,
No, I don't actually do that.
And that sounded like you did.
we're gonna say no.
We're gonna say, no, let's not do that right now.
So,
Oh, well, fuck, I count my knob. I go to one of the doors and use knock.
it doesn't work.
Fuck. I go to the other door and use knock.
It doesn't work.
Weren't there two doors?
There are 4 doors, and they require something else that isn't the simple knock spell.
Damn.
So what's on, is there anything on these doors? Any symbols, anything?
No, they're on the pedestal that you would have seen when you went back downstairs.
Oh, the
Oh, floating
doors.
ones?
I'm so confused.
On the doors themselves, there's no symbol.
Yeah.
When you would go back down to the now 4th floor and saw the pedestal again, there would be 4 symbols on it.
Oh, what are the symbols on the pedestal?
I did not bring that sheet of paper.
It's fine.
But yes, because you had the time to examine the watch, since it was already on the clock, whenever you spoke the word path and clicked it, the clock turned into a compass. Whenever you spoke the word gate and clicked it, it turned into what looked like a doorway in the face of the clock. And when you spoke time again, it turned back into a standard watch. You also learned there were 3 other functions. While the watch is on the clock and you say time again, you are imbued with the spell haste.
Oh.
While the watch it has the face of the compass and you use path again, it gives you the locate spell.
Ooh.
And while the watch is on the doorway and you speak gate again, it reveals a new word which you were able to decipher that says the word open. And that does something else.
Is it gate or gateway?
Gate. Just gate.
I think that whenever you did the flashback, it was gateway.
No, you just said gate open.
Did he? Okay.
So do you know what haste does?
I know it does several things.
Choose a willing creature you can see within
You
range.
can use each ability once per day. Well, you wouldn't really know that because you were kind of in a disorientation.
Compass, show me the direction to it, bitch.
It won't
Oh,
find
it
Fenris.
Oh,
wouldn't work.
this is.
He's literally mean to that joke. But no, it gives you +2 armor, advantage on dexterity, speed is doubled, and it gains additional action each turn.
Means you can attack twice.
Yep. And let's see if you have multi-attack, so then level 6, I can attack 4 times in one turn.
But
but then-
currently, Skull is no longer attuned to the axe or the scythe, so Skull is now attuned to one item. The pocket watch.
But also, bear in mind if you use it, Wave of Authority hits you.
Oh, I'm aware.
I was telling her.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. It's a good spell.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,